Dallas Wings shake-up roster. DiJonai Carrington traded, Teaira McCowan waived. WNBA News. The Dallas Wings are making waves with significant roster changes that could reshape their season, and perhaps even stir some debates among fans and analysts alike. But here's where it gets controversial. The team has traded away guard DiJonai Carrington to the Minnesota Lynx, and also waived center Teaira McCowan. These moves seem to signal a shift in the Wings' strategy, and it's worth examining what this means for the team's future. In the trade, the Wings receive a trio of players from the Lynx: guard Diamond Miller, guard Karlie Samuelson, and a second-round pick in the 2027 WNBA draft. This transaction came just before the league's August 7th deadline, highlighting how teams often reshuffle their roster during this crucial period to position themselves better for the playoffs. DiJonai Carrington, 27, has been a notable presence on the court this season. She was an All-Star in 2024 and earns the league's Most Improved Player award that same year. She was originally acquired from the Connecticut Sun earlier this year in what was one of the biggest trades in WNBA history. Her performance this season included starting 13 of 20 games, with impressive averages of 10.4 points, 5.1 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and 1.1 steals per game. However, Carrington is now the second player from that major trade to be moved to another team. Forward Nalissa Smith was traded to the Las Vegas Aces back in June, in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2027 draft. These trades have caught many fans off guard, especially since expectations were high that the revamped Wings, bolstered by rookie Paige Bueckers, might battle for a championship this year. The fact that Carrington, once a starting player, has now shifted to a bench role reflects some of the larger changes and rebuilding efforts underway in Dallas. While she's remained a consistent contributor, currently appearing in 20 games with a solid contribution, the team's overall strategy seems focused on growth and development rather than immediate contention. On the other hand, the Minnesota Lynx are positioned as serious title contenders, sitting atop the WNBA standings. Their roster, strengthened by this trade, indicates a push for a championship run. Meanwhile, the Wings sit much lower in the standings, at 11th place, clearly indicating a rebuilding phase with some of the youngest players in the league stepping onto the court. What about Teaira McCowan, the 6'7" center from Mississippi State, who joined Dallas in 2022 from Indiana, has had a solid career, averaging double-digit points and rebounds in her early seasons. In 2025, she played 17 games, with averages of 5.6 points and 4.6 rebounds per game. Though she was a starter early on, her role diminished in recent times, and her future with Dallas is uncertain. Will another team scoop her up before the August 7th deadline? Only time will tell. As the WNBA trading period heats up, this flurry of moves raises important questions about team strategies, player futures, and what kind of team each organization is building, whether for immediate success or future stability. Do you think these trades will pay off for Dallas, or is this a sign they're headed for a long-term rebuild that might set them back before they come back stronger? Share your thoughts, and let's get the conversation going. Minnesota Lynx trade for DiJonai Carrington. What it means for the team. In a significant move that has caught the attention of basketball fans, the Minnesota Lynx have officially announced the acquisition of guard DiJonai Carrington from the Dallas Wings. This trade involves sending forward Diamond Miller, guard Karlie Samuelson, and a second-round draft pick in 2027 to Dallas. Standing at 5 feet 11 inches, Carrington made her way to the Wings earlier this year on February 2nd, after being traded from the Connecticut Sun, where she spent her first 4 seasons in the WNBA. This season she has played in 20 games for the Wings, showcasing her skills with an average of 10.4 points, a career high of 5.1 rebounds, along with 1.8 assists and 1.05 steals, all while spending about 24.9 minutes on the court per game. Over her career, which spans 151 games with both Dallas and Connecticut, the 27-year-old from San Diego, California, has maintained averages of 8.5 points, 3.6 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and 0.95 steals in approximately 20.2 minutes of play per game. Carrington, who was drafted in the second round out of Baylor in 2021, achieved notable recognition in 2024 when she was named the WNBA's Most Improved Player. That same year, she earned a spot on the WNBA All-Defensive First Team after starting 39 games for the Sun, where she averaged a career high of 12.7 points, 5.0 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.56 steals in 29.6 minutes per game. Her playoff experience is also impressive, having participated in 27 postseason games, contributing to the Suns' journey to the WNBA Finals in 2022 and their semi-final appearances in both 2023 and 2024. On the other hand, Diamond Miller, who was selected by Minnesota with the second overall pick in the 2023 WNBA draft, has played 78 games during her 3 seasons with the Lynx. Throughout her time with the team, she has averaged 7.1 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 1.4 assists in 16.3 minutes per game. Meanwhile, Karlie Samuelson, who joined the Lynx through a trade from Washington on April 14, participated in 16 games, averaging 3.3 points, 1.3 rebounds, and 1.1 assists in 16.5 minutes per game. Looking ahead, the Lynx are set to conclude their current road trip with a game against Seattle on Tuesday, August 5th at 9 p.m. CT. Fans can catch the action live on the FanDuel Sports Network, or tune in via KFAN 100.3 FM, the iHeartRadio app, or the Lynx app. This trade raises intriguing questions about the future dynamics of the Lynx and how Carrington will fit into their strategy moving forward. What do you think about this trade? Do you believe it will strengthen the Lynx's chances in the upcoming games? Share your thoughts in the comments. WNBA trade alert. Lynx acquire DiJonai Carrington. Top team adds MIP winner. Here's a move that's got everyone talking. The league-dominating Minnesota Lynx just made a power play that could either secure their championship dreams or completely backfire in spectacular fashion. In a trade that's sending shockwaves through the WNBA community, Minnesota has successfully acquired DiJonai Carrington, the dynamic guard who took home last season's Most Improved Player award. The Lynx, who've been sitting pretty at the top of the league standings this season, clearly believe Carrington is the missing piece to their championship puzzle. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this trade actually necessary for a team that's already leading the pack? The Dallas Wings, meanwhile, are walking away with quite the haul in return. They've secured forward Diamond Miller, guard Karlie Samuelson, and Minnesota's 2027 second-round draft pick. It's a significant package that suggests the Wings are either rebuilding for the future or believe they got the better end of this deal. Let's break down what each team is really getting here. Carrington has been putting up impressive numbers this season, averaging 10.4 points per game, along with a career-best 5.1 rebounds after joining Dallas through a February trade from the Connecticut Sun. What makes her even more valuable is her defensive prowess. She earned a spot on the 2024 All. On the flip side, the Wings are receiving Miller, who spent over 2 seasons with the Lynx averaging a solid 7.1 points per game, and Samuelson, who joined Minnesota in April and has been contributing 3.3 points per contest. While those numbers might not jump off the page, both players bring depth and experience that Dallas clearly values. To make room for this trade, Dallas had to make the tough decision to waive Teaira McCowan, who was on a protected veteran contract and averaging 5.6 points and 4.6 rebounds per game. This move raises some eyebrows. Was it really necessary to cut a veteran contributor to complete this deal? Here's what's really got fans divided. Are the Lynx making a championship or bust move that could pay off huge, or are they disrupting team chemistry for a player who might not fit their system? Some argue that when you're already leading the league, why fix what isn't broken? Others believe that championship windows are narrow, and you need to strike while you have the chance. What do you think? Did Minnesota make the right call by trading away 2 rotation players and a future pick for Carrington? Or should the Wings be celebrating because they just fleeced the league leaders? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Lynx on this move, or do you think Dallas came out ahead?